Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, hey there. So I'm going to walk you through Shadow of the Colossus, Sunlit Earth, okay? This one's pretty easy for a little bit. It's just straight up arpeggios, okay? I'm gonna tell you a few spots on the right hand where you need to use specific fingers, but other than that, for the most part, I don't need to say much because, again, the left-hand fingering is in the tablature, okay? This light is annoying. This light is a little bit annoying. Let's see if I can... I'll try to stay angled like this. Okay. You're starting out in an A minor position, right? And I'm just doing M-I-P, okay? M-I-P. M-I-P. Now here... The first one you need is this, right? So you put this down first. So I get this down, then this, then this. Still using the same fingers. Then the index or the middle finger comes off the left hand. Okay, this is a pull off, right? But it's a pull down. Okay, you pull down. That's how you should be able to get a ring out of it just with the left hand, right? Now from here I'm switching to P and A, and then for the arpeggio doing A M I, and I'm repeating that. Now keep in mind here with the left hand I'm actually going, and I'm pushing down a little bar here. I'm going here to here. Okay. It's tricky. It's a big move because you got to go from the E ringing out to the E being completely fretted. Oops. Feel me? Now from here, I grab this with M up here. All the first fingering. And usually what I do here is I switch from the third finger being here to the fourth finger being here and then doing a pull off. And as soon as you hit this G, you want to move. See that? I'm moving. I don't wait around. You know? No, it's just move. Again, this is all just middle finger on top. So M-I-P, M-I-P, M-I-P. I'll leave this finger on and slide. Now make sure when you get to here, oops, take the pinky off, and then take the index finger off here, because those are melodic notes. We don't want them to ring over each other. Oh, what is it? Ah, sorry, my bad. You can totally come off there. Off, then I pluck, then I put them down. And this is all just M-I-P, M-I-P. Straight into this, okay? And this is literally just I'm doing a C chord. What you can do here is you can do the tremolo, you can do you can do the what is this called? Trill. You can do the trill first, and then you don't need to put the middle finger down until here. Man, I suck at guitar right now. That's okay though, because we're just learning, babies. We're just learning. Now for this, it's a tricky trill for sure. For trills, what I like to do is I like to focus on the hammer-on part of it more so than the pull-off part of it. Usually in a trill, if you get the hammer on, you're going to get the pull-off. Okay? But if you don't get the hammer-on, you're obviously not getting the pull-off. Okay? So focus on the hammer-on. See, as soon as I did that, it started making it easier. So a lot of times with guitar, man, it's like, it's the things that you focus on. You could be doing the same movements of the hand, but if you try to think of a certain note, like in a scale or something, or a certain note in a trill, or a certain finger in a trill, you put your focus on, say, your pinky, for example, sometimes that'll do the trick, or at least improve your situation. With the right hand here, I'm doing P and A, P, A, M, I, A, M, I. So this is all just da-da-da. So bass with the thumb, and then the arpeggio with A, M, I, A, M, I, A, M, I, A, M, I. And it just keeps going. Including A on the top there. And then I go to M here. And then I go back to the original pattern, which is M, I, P. And I'm going M, I, M. And then I, P. And then I'm doing here M, I, P. Then reversing it. You got me? So again, with the left hand, you can totally come off here. Once you get to that open E string, you can come off of there. And this is, again, it's a pull down. Don't think pull off. Think pull straight down. Again here, pull down. Middle finger goes right down. This is where it's easy. So I'm here with 3 and 1. I'm going to use 3 and 1 again here, but this time instead of doing it like this, on the tips, both of them, I want your left hand index finger to do a bar. And it really only has to do, you only have to bar strings 1 through 4. Okay? You don't have to get, you don't need to get the A. Now here, the reason we bar here is so that we can easily slide into this. And I'll show you what I'm doing with the right hand over here. So with the right hand, I'm doing a specific fingering. I'm doing a flick with the middle finger, and then I'm doing I, M. Sorry, not I, M. So it's flick with M, I, P, M, I, P, M, I, P. So slow. And as soon as you hit this when you're about to do another one of these, but before you do it, you pluck with your thumb. You want to start bringing your middle finger up into position so that it can flick again. See that? Now here, this is a bit of a tricky move, because everything comes off for a second except for the bar. You can slide your bar up. These lights are stupid. What are you doing, light? Yo, light, what are you... Sorry, dog. Come on, light. Don't be dumb. Okay, there we go. We're good now. Now, don't be afraid here. You're doing your bar, right? But really, the only string you're hitting is the D string, is the 4th string here. Right here. You don't need to get these, obviously, because they're being handled by all your other fingers. You're going to literally take the bar off. Well, at this point, it's not really a bar. I mean, you're kind of playing a bar, but you're not really... It's not functioning as a bar, even though you have your finger kind of lazily laid out like that. probably the hardest part of this whole thing, and as you can see, I'm not doing it very accurately, but the hardest part for me was when I get to here, making sure with my index finger I am playing that B note, or the B string. I am playing the second string there, as opposed to doing this, getting a double note on the high string. So it helps to just go. Now from here, you're going to keep the pinky on, right? And just do a little reposition of your bar, and this finger, of course. I'm just sliding my pinky up there. Now here, you got all this crap ringing out. Okay, so what you're going to do is a quick mute. I'm actually using this part of my palm to mute here. And this is kind of a clunky little section, but it was the most comfortable for me to do it like this. Doing a little half bar here and using the pinky to get all these melodic notes. You see, this is an important shift here. Using 4, 3, and 2 here, so that I can grab this with 1, and then I can go, and that's just a double pull off. Now you're gonna stretch it out a lot because you got to get this big ass spread here. You get this open string, which is an opportunity to move down here. You got all the time in the world to move down here because you have 2 open strings. Then you're into this section, which feels very familiar. Now, what I would do here, this is all MIP, except for here, I would go AMI. And then grab a P and M, I, P, right? And then do again for that. So it's P, M, I, P, M, I, P. So, and then for that, I'm just doing a M, I. And then another one, starting with the A, then moving to M. So basically, with all these arpeggios, if you're starting with A, if you're starting with the A finger, you're going A, M, I. If you're starting with M, you're going M, I, P, right? Let me see if I need to talk about this at all. Now here, this finger stays on, just slides up. The middle finger has to grab this right here, this note, and then you're grabbing a little, it's a really weird position actually, and then you're grabbing a little tiny half bar with the index finger there. When you get to here, yeah, it's really tricky because I'm using my 4th finger. Then this 3rd finger has to come down and grab this. And then we're up here, right? Now, for this part, you are grabbing a tiny little bar with the index finger here up at the 8th fret. And I really want you to emphasize the melody here. And really what you got to do is you got to make sure these inner notes, these ones, boom, boom, boom. You really got to subdue those, play the other ones loudly, and especially this harmonic, man. Because you're doing an artificial harmonic here up at the 20th fret, which I don't have. It's tricky as hell, man. It's hard for me to do it now. but a very specific right hand fingering I want you to use for this, okay? So you're using P and A. I'm just going to walk you through it. P-A. P-I-M-I-P. Okay? So again. P-A. P-M. Oh, sorry. P-A. P-I-M-I-P. P-A. P-I-M-I-P. Because ending here with this, once you're here, the last thing you've done is your thumb. Then you've got your index finger and your third finger ready to do that artificial harmonic. And then right at the harmonic, you're doing the thumb again, and then an index finger. And then this is, you just slide on down. So you come up there, coming up with everything except for the third and second finger. Oh yeah, I keep on arpeggiating through that. And the middle finger can just slide on down, okay? Because it's you know. Because it's already on here, right? Middle finger on here already. Bam. I use 3 here. 3, 2, 1, 3. And just grab this scrap right here. And that's obviously all my fingers here. And I'm actually strumming through with my thumb. It's kind of like you're doing all the... You get me, it's not too hard. It's like you're doing a bunch of rest strokes with the thumb. And then here, when I go to here, I'm using this little part of my thumb, the side of my thumb here, to mute the low E string, which is ringing out from this, right? So you can kind of see to get in position to play the A string, you can also use that part of your thumb to mute the lower string. And then you're coming up here for some artificial harmonics. You don't take the pinky off on here till you get to here. Off. You got me? Okay, dog. That's the whole thing. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you have fun with this Shadow of the Colossus tune. And go ahead and leave me a comment. Send me a message if you have any problems with this. Alright, bro? Cool. Peace.